Hello students, in this video we are going to solve a manufacturing problem. We are going to frame the equations, we are going to draw the graph and we are going to find the final solution also. Okay. Now go to page number 519, question number 4. Read carefully and when you are reading, write how I am writing on the board, follow the same procedure. Okay. A manufacturer produces nuts and bolts. So, what does the manufacturer produce? Nuts and bolts. Write it like this. Okay, we understood this from the first line. It takes 1 hour on machine A and 3 hours on machine B to produce a pack of nuts. So there are two machines for us, A and B. It takes 1 hour on machine A and 3 hours on machine B to produce nuts. Okay. Don't read the linear programming problem like a storybook. Go on reading. Whatever you understand, you try to put in the data, convert it mathematically in the paper, and then completely read the question. Then you start solving because sometimes any tricky sentences will be there. Be careful. Okay. Now, it takes 3 hours on machine A and 1 hour on machine B to produce a package of bolt. So, for producing bolt, you require 3 hours in machine A and 1 hour in machine B. Okay. Now, they have given you profit. What is the profit? If you sell out the nuts, you will get profit. You will sell out the bolts, you will get profit. Okay. So, profit on nuts is 17.50 rupees and profit on bolts is rupees 7. So it is a profit related question. So we are going to maximize the profit or minimize the profit. Yes, maximize the profit. Okay. Now listen carefully. How many packages of each should be produced? So how many packs of nuts and how many packs of bolt we need to produce so that to so that if he operates his machines for at most 12 hours in a day. So how much machine A is operated? Machine A is operated maximum 12 hours. So you can use it for 13 hours? No. You can use it for 11 hours? Yes. You can use 12 hours or less because after that you cannot run the machine. They have said both the machines are for 12 hours. Now you need to reread the question and find out if the all the units are hours. Okay. Nuts, what do they say? 1 hour and nuts, they say 1 hour and 3 hours. So it is also hours. Bolt also 3 hours and 1 hour. It is also in hours. The machine will remain for 12 hours. So everything is in hours. So we can continue with the problem. Sometimes some of it will be in minutes. Hours means you should convert. You know it already, but I am emphasizing it because when you do the problem, be very clear. Okay. Suppose I am manufacturing X packets of nuts and Y packets of bolts. Okay. So how much will I use? How much time I will use in machine A? X nuts, I will take X hours in machine A, and how much I will use, how much of machine A I will use for bolts? I will use 3 times Y. If I produce 10 bolt, I will use 30 hours. If I produce Y bolts, I will use 3 Y hours. Okay. And this machine is available maximum for 12 hours. So I can use 12 hours or less than that. Similarly, machine B, I am producing X packs of nuts. So 3 hours. So 3x plus y is again less than or equal to 12. Can nuts and bolt packets be negative? No. So x greater than or equal to 0, y greater than or equal to 0. So for framing the constraints, these are the four equations we have. Okay. So, but what is our objective? What is the objective? Objective function is to maximize the profit. Okay. So what is the objective function? If you produce X packs of nuts, I will get 1750 as the profit. So 1750X plus in bolt, I'll get 7 rupees, 7Y. This is Z equal to. So always you should maximize the profit. So Z is equal to this. I am going to maximize because it is a profit question. Now what am I going to do? I am going to draw the equation 1 and equation 2 on a graph sheet. Okay, I have a rough graph sheet, but you need to practice linear programming problems in the graph notebook only because answers are very, very important. Okay, so only when you use the graph sheet, you will get the accurate answer. But now try to understand. I'll do here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Rough diagram. But you have to do only on the graph sheet. Okay. Now, how do you draw the graph? For drawing the equation number 1, I need to form the rectangle. You know that. And always I should have 3 values or 2 values is a minimum. So if you use 3 values, you will not make mistakes. At present, I'm using 2 values because I am not going to make a mistake. So in the exam, it is advisable for you to use 3 values. Okay. So for the first equation, when x is 0, what is y? 3y is 12. So y is 4. When y is 0, what is x? When I put y is equal to 0 here, x is 12. So for drawing the first line, I need to plot 0, comma 4. Agree with me? This is 0, comma 4 and 12, comma 0. So this is the point 12, comma 0. I need to join them. Okay. As soon as you draw, you just write 1 on this equation. If equal to symbol is there, we draw full line. Otherwise, we need to draw dotted line. If only less than is there, you need to draw dotted line. Be very careful. Let us do for the second one. Okay. For the second equation, if I do the same rectangle, how many plot points you should plot in the exam? 3. Don't forget it. Don't do 2. If you do 3, you will catch the mistake you have made in the calculation. So when I substitute x is equal to 0 in second equation, I get y is 12. And when I substitute y is 0, I get x is 4. So let me plot these points. Let me use some other color so you understand. 0, comma 12. 0, comma 12 is this point. Hope it comes. Can you see it? Okay. And 4, comma 0. 4, comma 0 is here. Okay. Now I need to join them using a straight line. I'm not able to extend it beyond that because the board is completed. Okay. Now, after doing this, I need to now find out the shading parts. Okay. So the first equation is less than or equal to 12. So first equation is the red line. Less than or equal to 12 means everything below this. Okay. I can draw only in the first quadrant. It is enough for me because x and y are more than 0. So I have shaded it. And second equation, and this green color is the second equation for us. I am going to shade it now. Less than for that also. Less than means below the line. You will have only one color. So what you do is shade by slanting lines and shade by horizontal lines. So where the horizontal lines and the shading lines meet is the solution. So what is the solution area for us now? Where is the closed figure we got? We got a closed figure. Sorry, let me take a line. The closed figure is the purple color. Can you see the purple color? That is the closed figure. In the examination, you are supposed to draw this clearly, and you are supposed to tell this area is the shaded area. Okay. Now let us mark the points on this closed area, feasible area we call it. This point is 0, 0, which is nothing but the point 0. And this point exactly is at 4, 0. So easy for me. And the next point, this is at 3, 3. I call it as B 3, 3. And this is D 0, 4. So these are the 4 points, end points of the quadrilateral, which is the feasible area. Okay. Once you know the feasible area, now I need to do the table. So how the marks are distributed for writing the equation, drawing the line and shading 1.5 marks. Remember. So if you just draw and if you do not shade, you will not get all the marks. Okay. So writing the equation, drawing the line and shading 1.5 marks. Second line 1.5 marks. So 3 marks over. Objective function writing is 4 marks. And now finally drawing the table and finding the maximum and minimum 1 mark. And finally writing out the answer, you will get the last mark. Okay. Now, how do I do this table? There is less space. Hope you understand clearly. So now for each point, I am going to find the value of z. So here I write point, here I write value of z, because z value is only the maximum value. So this is the function, okay, which we are going to maximize. Now, what is the first point? O 0, 0. So if I substitute 0 for x and 0 for y, I will get the answer as 0. Now, what is the second point? The second point is 4, 0. A 4, 0. So I substitute 4 for x and 0 for y. I get the answer as 70. Because there is no space, I didn't do the calculation. Actually, it is 17.50 times 4 plus 7 times 0. Just you have to substitute and get the answer. That's all. Okay. Now, for the next point, B is 3, 3. So you need to substitute in Z, x place 3 and y place 3. When you do that, your answer is 73.50. And finally, your last point is D. D is nothing but 0, 4. So you need to substitute 0 in x place and 4 in y place in z. So when you do that, your answer is 28. Can you tell me which is the maximum? Yes, everybody knows this is the maximum value. Okay. So what is the maximum profit? So write neatly in the notebook, because in the board there is no space. I am writing like this. You write one below the other. Okay. So maximum profit is rupees 73. Sorry. Be careful. 73.50. And how much you should produce? 3 packs of nuts and 3 packs of bolts you should produce. Okay. So when you read the question, try to formulate it by reading each line. Try to understand. Sometimes in linear programming question, value based question also comes. Please write the answer for the value without forgetting if it is asked, because you get 1 mark free easily. Okay. So be very, very careful and do not miss the 6 marks. Okay. Hope it is clear for you. In the next video, we will do a diet problem. Okay. Thank you, children.